through.
I wonder how those rodents deal with chili.
Yeah, are they like,
must
oh,
like it.
bad call. Yeah, well, you guys, I don't even, look, the code is still on.
Yeah.
All right. So we're not at that point yet. We haven't hit DEFCON Delta yet, but we're getting there. We've got a pretty good looking storm, which seems to get better with each model run. Let's show you what's going on right now, though. First temperature, 39 in the metro. Winds out of the southeast at 3 miles an hour. Things relatively quiet out there. And throughout the day tomorrow, they'll be pretty quiet as well. And then it gets more interesting coming up for especially Thursday and early Friday. Temperatures 30s and 40s for us off to the north, down to the south, anywhere from the 30s in Alamogordo all the way up to the 40s in Carlsbad, 36 in Roswell. Here's a look at the areas that could get highs, record highs for tomorrow. Record for the date tomorrow in Roswell, 73. Forecast high, 78. Clovis, couple degrees. On to their record high for the forecast high tomorrow. Tucumcari going to be close. Fort Sumner going to be close. And even Chama could reach a record high tomorrow of 52 degrees if we get that forecast high. So it's going to be very warm across the state. Low 60s here in the metro area. Still very nice stuff out there. And then, as is usually the case for us, when we get really, really good weather, a lot of that can be brought to a screeching halt by a pretty good storm. But as far as what's going on right now, we're starting to flatten the ridge of high pressure over us at this point. We're seeing a few high clouds across the north, some clouds to the north into Colorado as well. The overall setup for the next 48 hours is relatively quiet here. This low is going to start to drop down in our direction. What it'll do is basically squish the high down to the south and work it out. And then the low is essentially going to sit to our west and then pass on through the state here. The question is, what track does it take, and what's it going to do that could make it a slump-busting storm for us? Well, it's got a few things going for it that could really help us out. A few other things that could make this a little bit tricky. So here's what we're looking at that looks pretty good. Number one, the track looks like it's far enough south. In fact, more and more it looks like it's going to head through southern New Mexico. It looks also like it's going to draw enough Pacific moisture to give the west side of the state at least some rain and snow. But it's also going to draw in some moisture behind a cold front coming in from the east, so the east could actually get most of the action. The overall takeaway from this is looking more and more like we've got a chance to make something happen with this particular storm. Here is your bust potential report. Right now, storms over the Pacific. Wednesday through Friday is what we're looking at. Mountain snow. Valley mix here in the Albuquerque area eventually could go over to snow by Friday morning. Gusty winds, and the bust potential was at 65% earlier, but now we have 3 or 4 different model runs that are now showing more of a southerly track, some moisture east side of the state, getting some much needed rain and snow. So this thing's looking better. It's by no means a sure thing yet, but we got a shot. 52 in Cortez, 57 in Farmington, 64 in Grants. Tomorrow, things relatively quiet with mostly sunny skies, breezy conditions out there. 7-day forecast, Durango and Farmington both look quiet tomorrow, and then increasing clouds Wednesday with snow possible in the higher elevations by late Wednesday night into Thursday. South and west, temperatures in the 60s and 70s. Plenty of sunshine, west winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Over to the southeast, sunny and warm. Southwest winds 10 to 20 miles an hour here as well. Those temperatures unbelievably warm for December, about 25 degrees above average. And you can see quiet through Wednesday, but then Thursday, Friday, we'll get a shot at a mix in Roswell. And yeah, the Sacramento Mountains could be looking at some snow. East slopes of the Sangre de Cristo could get pounded by this storm if it works out the right way, but not tomorrow. 50s and 60s looking pretty quiet. Northern mountains, we are going to be looking at gusty winds tomorrow. Get used to those winds. They're going to be around all the way through the storm and into Thursday and Friday. Santa Fe extended forecast, chance of picking up snow in Santa Fe Thursday into Friday as well. East Mountains, another area we're going to watch very closely for the possibility of accumulating snows by Thursday, but tomorrow it's just a windy one. And here in the metro area, we get some breezes, mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the low 60s. And here in the metro area as well, we will get our shot at the possibility of a mix coming up Thursday and maybe a little snow Friday morning.
It's funny to see something actually coming down.
I don't even know what that looks like.
Looks good on the screen anyway. Yep. Well, sports is coming up next.
BAC Enterprises will replace the roof of a wounded service member this holiday.